Hi, this is Tracy, and I'm going to talk about my red flag of a narcissist. Number 3. I know that there are many people out there that are talking about this, and many people that have had experiences, and I am learning so much from them. I'd like to make a call out to the people who have literally changed my perspective on life in the last 30 days. Dana from the Narcissist Support, Richard from the Spartan Life Coach, and Sam Vakni, who I believe is a psychiatrist that wrote books on narcissism. Look them up if you are, wondering anything about narcissist behavior and codependency. All of them are so talented, and in their experiences, it is giving me hope that I am not alone, that I have been tricked, and that I am a victim of my life and not knowing things. Does that make sense? So today we're going to talk about narcissist, red flag number 3, and I'm calling it charming. Charming happens at the beginning, certainly. I don't think it necessarily ends until the discard stage, and that's when they decide, they've got no more use to suck on you like a vampire. So in the beginning and maybe all the way through, narcissists are incredibly charming. Everyone that meets them thinks that they are just the best. Everybody that just thinks, oh wow, he is Prince Charming. And I've had 2 narcissist relationships, one after another, and I'm just finishing with the toxic really impact of the second one right now. So I'm learning. I am not an expert. I am not a doctor. I am someone who is a victim of narcissist abuse. I am learning a lot about myself and what made me a target. And I'd like to encourage you to open that door, take off that layer, as they say in the psych world, to really understand yourself and understand why you're a victim, or how do the same things keep happening to you when other people seemingly just have normal relationships. My ex-husband, that we are calling 2X in this series, as far as charming goes, people thought that he was Prince Charming, and I did too. I was so enamored with him, his charm, his manners, his grace, his elegance. His presence was, just like this charming thing. Now, I would not say he was good looking. I just found this charm about him, this impish thing that was certainly, a factor in me turning towards him. Number 3 that we're calling him, again, I thought he was beautiful, but when I first met him, like the first 2 times, I didn't think he was handsome. I wouldn't go, ooh, that's Brad Pitt. I would not say this person is good looking, but to me, because of their charm, they work their way into my heart, and it didn't matter to me that they weren't Prince Charming looking, right? Ex-husband actually had a castle. A castle with not 1, but 2 turrets on it. Ballrooms, armories. We were actually married in front of the fireplace in the armory by a judge who said my name wrong, which was utterly weird. But anyway, so the charm just comes on, and they take this and they play off of what you're looking for. They play this charm to win you. If you aren't buying their story, if you aren't buying their charm, then they can't manipulate you. So they will try as hard as they can to sit there and just show you that they are the best. They are the most thoughtful. They are, caring and sweet and witty. Oh yes, witty and giving, and so giving. My ex-husband would when I met him, he was a employee at the same company that I was at. And it was odd that I had a candy bowl on my desk and fed, half of IT. And he had a snack bar in his office. So we kind of had that similarity, but that was his giving part. He would spend hundreds of dollars a week on snacks and go to Costco and supply everyone because he was such a good guy. Well, I knew I was giving candy because I was a good girl, so it kind of made sense that here he was, very generous. And if we ever went out with people, he would never let anyone pay. He would sneak off. He would take that check every single time. And a lot of people used him for that. He was wealthy, obviously. And, he used that as part of his charm. I wouldn't even take anything from him for like a year and a half, even though we were married. I didn't want anything because I didn't want to be construed that I was taking him for his money. That was their manipulation. They knew I wasn't going to take it, so let's offer her more. Let's just do it. Let's show her. And eventually, my resistance became none, and I did take their pimping. I took what they gave me. 3X, his charm was intelligence. He would pretend he was so smart, and yet his actions, both of their actions were dumb. They would actually be like inept, and they wouldn't be able to handle things like their taxes or anything about their life that was of normalcy. Cleaning off the counter of food, remembering it's garbage day. I don't think either one of them are intelligent enough to do the normal day-to-day things. And that confused me because here they were with both these big jobs and they thought, oh, they're so smart and they're so special. And, reality was neither one of them were. And I was totally fooled because of this charm that just emanated from them. And it captivated me. And they gave me everything that I was looking for. That's mirroring. And we'll talk about that another day. But I really wanted to cover this fact that they are very charming. And although we want charming in our life, I think it's a combination. We just have to watch for the other signs and watch for the other side. If charming is charming all the time, then charming is. If charming is charming when he wants something, and then not charming when he decides not to, right? That's the key. That is the secret, is it's give and take, and it's for them take, take, take. So the more they could prove to you that they are this upstanding, wonderful, charming, intelligent, attractive, witty, smart, charming, sweet. I can't even say charming 5 times, but the more they say it to you, the more you believe it. And I know that I won't be a victim again, and I encourage you to look at their actions. This is going to be my mantra, because now that I'm figuring things out, I'm seeing the difference between their actions and what they really did, and how they conned their way out of the bad behavior. Every single time they would do something that wasn't in character, and I would be intelligently thinking, this isn't normal, this isn't right, I might even call them on it, and they would charm their way out of it. They would con me and manipulate me into thinking I was overreacting, that they weren't really being assholes. But you know what? Actions do speak louder than words. So I encourage you, please watch for this red flag. Charming by a narcissist is really not fair.